The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Oh, the traffic was a bit crap.
You only just got in here.
It was touch and go. The fact that I got in at the same time as Luttsy means that I was considerably late this morning.
But are you impressed that Luttsy just has that knack of somehow or other, he just turns up when Mitch is reading the sport each morning? I reckon he waits in one of the bathrooms or something outside.
No, I can confirm he
Doing what?
doesn't because he just drove straight in. I reckon he waits outside.
But there's been days over the years where, for whatever reason, Mitch, you'll go to the news at 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Like some days you might go late. Won't go into the news until say 6:06.
Yep.
Luttsy will come in at 6:08 when Mitch is reading the sport. And conversely, there's days when, for whatever reason, you'll go to the news
super early,
5:56, 5:55, which means that the sport's on at 5:58. Luttsy walks in.
I love the
I don't
way
know
you
how he
just.
does it.
Yeah, how do you do it? Have you got some subconscious?
I've got a 7-minute commute, which makes it a bit easier to
I hate you.
to judge. You know what I mean? Like you're coming from
Yeah,
farther away.
add an hour and 10 to
Yeah,
that,
so
and
that's
that's
more
more my
risky.
realm.
I get a sense of urgency if I need to get here earlier.
Yeah. I mean, you've got it so fine-tuned. It's very impressive. But I swear, I've wondered that over the years. Like, how does he do that?
I don't know, but your hair looks different today.
Oh,
It looks different.
No, I just had you know what it was? I had a shower this morning, obviously, and I shampooed and conditioned my hair, but I don't have any
No
product
product.
or anything. I've run out of product.
Oh, that's
fuzzy.
what's
Yeah.
happened.
Is it fuzzy, is it?
Well, it's just
It looks like you don't have any product.
Yeah.
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 That's such a
It's
dad
all
thing
natural.
to say.
It's
Oh,
all
it's different
natural.
because I had a shower today. It was my best shower this week.
the Prime
it was my only
Minister. The
shower.
Prime Minister's coming in. If there was a day to wear product, it's today, mate.
Did you put product in your new tash?
No, I don't put
for the
product. I
PM?
don't put product in the tash.
What? No,
That's
you
the
don't
thing.
do that.
People put oil and stuff in it. If you're going to stick with it.
Oh, mate.
If you've got like beaver face.
I'm not putting stuff in the tash. Ridiculous.
You got it taken care of though yesterday. I saw that on your stories.
Yeah, I did get it evened.
Oh, hang on a second.
What?
So, you're just acting like, the tash is just the tash, but you went out yesterday and got it tinkered with.
Well, I got my hair cut out at Bows for Men. But then,
Oh,
but then,
is that why it looks straight? Was it just your hair was wonky?
Well, I think it was just my face. But anyway, he fixed it up, he said.
Not that I can talk.
It was uneven. It was uneven yesterday.
Oh, you mean on the levers?
Over here, it was...
Oh, okay.
I love the way-
He did adjust it. So.
Yeah, okay.
We're talking about everything visual this morning on radio.
Including your manky mouth. Well, we haven't got to that, but you've come in with a wall wound.
Yeah, so I had a bit of surgery yesterday on the old manky mouth. That was not planned, and then I got up this morning and it was just an absolute bleeding, crusty mess. I'm like, I've got to see the PM today, and I look like I'm a model for cigarette packets.
There is an element of that.
You
about
wanted
it.
the warning pictures.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
With your name.
You're like the after pic. You're Charlene after. Been smoking.
Charlene.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Dumbass Anonymous.
I think we kicked this off. Nikki, I think you're away.
I was away. I think it was the day she won the 50,000 as well. I think it might have been that infamous
Was
day.
it that day, was it? Yes.
I missed a lot.
Well, this is welcome to Dumbass Anonymous.
Thank you.
Okay.
I feel privileged to be here.
And this is a chance for you to give us a call. If you've been a dumbass and you can share it, 13 24 10. We're all dumbasses.
What's the uptake on this? People are quite willing to call in and
Just get it off your chest,
get
I
off
think.
your chest.
Yeah, and it's like...
Because what's the
Do we
best
silence it,
example?
or-
Yeah.
What happened last time? Was
Well-
it Alicia?
Alicia did something. I can't remember what it was.
Oh yes, the cyclone event that she saw a warning for
Yeah.
10 days out and ended up being a cycling event.
Cycling.
Cycling, that's right, yes. And so she sent us all a warning note.
She wasn't in this... Alicia wasn't in the cone of silence. But if you want, you can go
You
in
can
the-
be anonymous. You can be
Yeah,
the guy
so
who
no one
backed
hears it.
into my Hyundai last
Yes,
week.
That'd be
that
nice,
would be a
wouldn't it?
perfect...
I would like to hear you admit that you were a dumb ass.
Yeah. Well, I can kickstart it.
Okay.
If we're waiting for people to call in.
What, you?
Yeah.
No.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm a dumbass.
Good morning,
Ash.
Hi, Ash.
Yeah.
We know.
No, when we were in Queenstown, we just arrived in Queenstown the other day. We got a hire car and took everything to the, wheeled all the luggage out, put it in the back of the car, jackets off, put them in the back of the car. We were driving to the hotel from Queenstown Airport, and I'm a lucky dumbass because for some reason I put the I put the windows down just so we could feel how cold it was outside. I wanted to actually feel the breeze. And we were travelling along. It was a good 10 minutes into the trip, I reckon. Or maybe not 10 minutes, but a long way into the trip. We're driving along the road, and I just heard something hit the road. If I hadn't had the window open, I never would have heard it. And Joe was like, what was that? And as soon as I heard it, I didn't see it, but I heard it. I went, that's my mobile phone. Because I put my phone on top of the car as I was putting everything into the car, and I looked down towards the centre console where I'd normally have my phone, and I just knew that was my phone. I pulled over to the side of the road, and I had to chuck a Yui, and the traffic was pretty intense. I couldn't get a break in the traffic, and Jode said, I'll jump out of the car and I'll run back. She ran back, and remember I put that protective cover on my phone, Luttsy?
Yeah, that's the screen thing.
One slight crack, and all the traffic that passed, nobody ran over the phone. It was in the middle of the road, and she picked it up like 200 metres down.
And that crack will just be on the screen, not on your actual phone, I think.
That's just on the protective screen.
Oh, how good
So I'm
are
a
those
dumbass,
protective
but
screens?
I'm a lucky dumbass.
You are a very lucky dumbass in general, I feel, because you've just had the best life.
The fact he's alive is quite phenomenal.
Yes.
13, 24, 10.
Oh, we've got someone. Peter from Victoria Park. Oh, was I meant to say that?
Well,
Is this meant to be anonymous?
He might already be giving us a fake name. We don't know.
Oh, this could be a fake. Okay, fake Peter. What did you do? Why were you a dumbass?
Well, it was raining. We have a swimming pool, and I found myself out there with a bucketing out the water out of the swimming pool in a mad panic, not realising the water's got to overflow anyway, and it's going to go to the same place where I'm bucketing to, so I'm not really winning, am I?
It's like you're shoveling it from one end of the bath to the other end.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost the same as those bloody air blower things, those leaf blowers.
Especially on a windy day.
What's the point?
Yeah.
No, they actually work.
I know they work. You're just blowing it somewhere else.
Yeah,
you're blowing it down the street.
Yeah, it's someone else's problem.
Exactly.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast. Dumbass Anonymous.
We welcome you back to Dumbass Anonymous. A couple of callers coming through, and
Are we going to go into the cone?
I think we have to go
Make
into
it
the cone. I
official?
think
Yes.
I think it's going to be safe. So, all right, prepare yourself, Nikki, because you haven't actually been in the cone yet. So,
You're not in it yet.
yeah, just pull,
testing
just
the
pull your,
cone.
just
We're not in it. You
pull
can't.
the leg in a little bit, otherwise
Add
it's going
a
to get
cone.
hit. All right. Oh yeah.
This feels so silly.
Maybe if you got your knee out of my back, it'd feel less silly. I know there's not much room in here, but come on.
It feels like the original studio
Yeah.
when you guys started.
Exactly like it.
This is tight. This is like a sexy,
Take.
Ash has
sexy
to like.
Twister comp.
Yeah.
Ash, we worked out early on, didn't we, Ash? You had to get in a position like you're a flanker in rugby. You have to get your hand right under my crotch and engage.
And then hold on tight.
You said flanker, right?
Yeah, flanker.
All right.
Yeah, who we got?
Let's talk to Mary.
Hello. How are you?
Well, good. Mary,
What you got?
what you got?
My
Introduce
dumbass.
yourself.
Okay, I'm Mary, and my dumbass story is actually my 15-year-old daughter. We were living on a property with tank water only, no town water, running low, and she said, well, let's just fill it up with the hose.
What a dumbass.
That's the answer to the drought problem. More taps.
Oh, that's great. It always seems to be water with these dumbass people. This is great.
All right, well, you got yourself a dumbass there, Mary. Well done.
Congrats.
Amy. Oh, sorry. Hello.
It's okay, we can say a name
Introduce
because
yourself. Yes.
no one else can hear it other than us.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
But
That's a good
introduce
point.
yourself, Amy.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning,
hello, I'm Amy, and
Yes.
come on.
What?
So I've got one of those phone cases that has, your license and your credit card in it.
Ash has
And
it.
so if you lose your phone, you lose everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
Amy.
And I lost it one day, and I was panicking, and I searched through my handbag for like a full 20 minutes trying to find my phone, and then I realised it was in my hand the whole time.
Oh, I've done that.
I reckon I might have as well.
Yeah, I think we're all guilty of that, Amy. It's like looking for your sunnies while you're
Sunnies.
wearing them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what? You're just busy. You're not a dumbass.
No,
You're
no,
just
that's-
busy.
she's a
Okay,
dumbass.
all right.
She's a
That's
she's
why
a
we're
proud
here.
dumbass.
You're Amy and you're a dumbass.
Yes.
Congrats, Amy.
Thanks.
Acknowledgement's the first step.
That's
isn't
it. You don't go to an AA meeting and go, listen, it's not that bad.
Nah, you're not an alcoholic, buddy. Go out there and kill the world. You're good.
Yeah, it's just happy hour. That's what
all
I
right,
say.
now, Joe out of Flagstone. Do you see if you can do the intro? You've got to go, hi, I'm Joe, and I'm a dumbass.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm a real dumbass.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
No, you don't have to do it back.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good. What's your dumbass? How?
Dumbass was we were living up in Townsville and driving along the road, and I saw this big, massive flash on the side of the road, and I'm thinking, oh, my God, what the crap is that? So, of course, I've gone down, done a U-turn, come back around, gone back down, it flashed again. So, had another look. Yep, it was a speeding man on the side of the road, so I got fined twice.
Oh,
You thought what do you think it was, aliens?
I did. Well, I didn't know. We were living in Townsville. You could never know what was there.
Step back to check out aliens.
That quickly, we
And
saw
I
something.
thought, what the heck? So, yeah, did a U-turn and got done again. So 2 fines, but yes.
Oh, Joe, I think you win. That was really stupid.
That
Good
was
job.
never again. Just a true right dumbass there.
Yeah.
No, look, that's pure dumbass.
Yeah, that's proper.
Pure.
I actually had a similar thing. Well, actually,
Thanks,
just-
thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. I'm dumb too. I've
Can
had
we
a
get out of
dumbass
this?
moment.
Can we get out and then you can tell this?
Yeah, okay.
Tell
all
us
right.
that.
Oh, right.
My hand's getting
Oh, that is awful.
Okay, yeah,
sorry.
that was.
Yeah.
I was getting a bad neck. No, my dumbass moment was we were over in Greece and we went to a party with all these kind of British expats, and they're all quite well-to-doers and a bit pseudo-intellectual. And then all of a sudden, Ted and all dressed autumnal. And anyway, Teddy and I had gone for a little wander through the woods, and then we saw all these lights descending near us. And I ran back with Teddy to everyone who was around the fire. I'm like, it's aliens! It's aliens! And it was just Starlink.
The what?
It was just Starlink.
Oh, the satellite.
Yeah.
Oh, but still, that's not that dumb. Like,
You don't think?
that'd freak me
Yeah,
out.
that would
I
have
think.
got me too.
The first time you see it, it looks like a UFO.
I've never seen it. How
You know-
low is it?
It went really low.
The Starlink?
The Starlink.
Is that what happens?
Because it was low
I
in
reckon
the
it might have been
atmosphere.
aliens.
Maybe you're a dumbass because you think it's Starlink.
Yeah, maybe.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nikki's News.
Alrighty. Well, stuff's happened, and I'm going to tell you all about it.
I like this.
All right. The first story that caught my attention on Instagram while we're away is a tradie saves brothel from burning down. So a Gold Coast tradie is being hailed as a hero after saving a brothel on the Gold Coast from going up in flames. The chaos kicked off when a disgruntled ex-worker set alight a bedsheet in a wheelie bin full of condoms, then casually strolled away. Aaron, who was fixing a gate at the time,
Yeah, he was just passing
Pay
by.
extra.
just
for that.
passing by, yes, just maybe loitering around the gate.
Like us at storage, that storage place we were at that time, next to a brothel, and our mate walked past.
Oh, yes.
We were walking out of a storage container.
No,
next to a
really?
brothel, and someone, like both of us, like, why were we both there at the same time?
like we go together. Yeah.
Ash, when I popped out of the brothel, yeah, mate, I'll meet you there in 15.
What are the chances?
I wouldn't be surprised with you two, but
We do a
you're
lot
very
together.
close.
Yeah, we are very
You
close.
finish each other's sandwiches.
Prostitutes, apparently, as well.
Well,
So the
yeah, so
We finish each other's prostitutes.
they don't, by the way.
No, we
anyone
don't,
listening.
we just-
They actually
Can we
don't.
just say for the
this
record?
is satire, guys.
They're both spoken for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's breaking news.
I doubted you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the
Well,
news
there's a
story.
prostitute. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
We're talking about a lovely lady. Anyway,
Back to
to
the
the
story.
news.
So
A bed sheet in a wheelie bin.
full of dingers. You should have seen.
Are these flammable?
Are they flammable? Yeah.
I think what's in it is
Note
very
to self
flammable.
next time we're at the brothel, Ash. Ashley, don't be smoking while you're wearing that. We could all go up. Marsha's wearing sequins.
There's a warning on the packet.
Marsha. She hasn't worked there in years.
What nonsense! We should save this for when Albo's in.
He'd be thrilled to hear
Could
this.
you imagine? I wonder where he frequents. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
They'll be cancelled by 6:30.
Yeah, he'll come in.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, so he grabbed a fire extinguisher and put the flaming Benedingers out. And do you know what they offered him as a thank you?
Some sort of bravery award, I'd imagine.
A gift certificate.
Well, next best thing.
And he said when he was interviewed, what am I going to do with this? I might give it to a mate. And we're like, no, you won't. We'll see you next week.
You're a platinum member, Gary.
Yeah, Gary. Okay, another story. Stranger caught swimming in family pool. Now, this happened in New Farm. Did you see this? It was on the news.
Overnight in the news, yeah.
What was the deal with it?
So he's decided, because he knows that this chick's at work during the day, he's been working out at the local gym and then going and swimming in her pool for a cool down. So he's not just, he's done this quite regularly. He's stanky. And then he's doing all these stretches in her pool.
I watched a bit of a video and it looked like he was doing some Tai Chi type stuff. I was actually thinking, because I don't know why I don't know why. It's their property, but if it was a dog that was doing that, wouldn't it be cute?
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Boy.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, look at this dog.
Let a little treat out for him.
He breaks in every day. He goes for a swim in the neighbour's pool and they're not there.
And it go viral online.
Is it just in New Farm, is it?
Yeah, just in New Farm. And it's very clear on CCTV who the guy is. So I'm waiting for him to be outed because I don't know who he is, but you can see everything.
But he's not doing anything wrong when he gets in there. He's just
No,
having
he's
a
just
swim.
having a stretch.
Yeah.
Aside from
Bizarre.
trespassing,
He's not using that.
there's nothing wrong. Okay. And number 3, Brisbane beats Paris in world listing of romantic cities.
I also saw this.
I know, because I sent it to the group chat.
You sent this to
Oh,
me.
yeah, I saw that.
Because I painted the romantic picture. It happened at Suncorp Stadium. She was in a Broncos jersey, him in a Cowboys. Their eyes met. Her Broncos jersey draped across her décolletage. And then they went and shared a pie and chips while they watched the game together. And then he uttered those 3 magic words to her. Caxton Street next? And she was done. And then they went to the brothel on the Gold Coast.
But what is it? What is the why do we win it?
Brisbane came out as Australia's most romantic destination, taking a respectable 6th spot in the top 10
doesn't
list.
explain why.
It ranked just behind Rome and 3 spots ahead of Paris, who surprisingly placed 9th. London took out the top spot as world's most romantic city. You want a shag, love?
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Footy's back. You can get on board KO Sports and sign up today. And every week we speak to someone from KO to find out what's happening in the world of sport. And this morning it is a very good morning to Brad Johnson.
Yes,
as part of the
good morning, team.
Good morning, Brad.
Yeah, how are you guys?
We're good.
Got the Lions back on the they take on the Gold Coast this Sunday at the Gab. I mean, traditionally, Brad, GC have been sort of, someone you sort of don't take that seriously, but they've sort of stepped it up a bit this year.
They've been top of the table at times this
They
year.
never made the finals.
Never made the final. So this is huge. This is building nicely, isn't it? And it's the last game of the round. So
Sunday.
7:20 on Sunday night at the Gabba. It's going to be obviously huge. It'll be packed house.
It's a public holiday Monday, Brad, too, up here. It's Labor Day.
Yeah, which is awesome. So everyone can sort of get to the game and get to the pubs and clubs and just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be enormous because it's the biggest Q clash ever. Yes, the first one was big, of course. It always is. But having the Brisbane Lions and what they've achieved last year up against now Gold Coast, who are on fire and just developing into a really strong team. This is going to be absolutely huge, and you can imagine the 2 teams wanting to take the pride of the state, with them, of course.
I'll tell you what, just quickly. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
The Broncos, they play the Panthers at 4:05 local
Magic
time
round
here on Sunday.
Magic
round.
round.
Yep.
I mean, there is a game after that, but potentially with that, the timing of that Lions match, you could go from Bronx, jump in an Uber or a train or a bus or whatever, and get across the Gabba and do the Broncos Lions double back to back.
This is why Brisbane is the most romantic city.
Yes.
What a date night.
I'm going to contemplate that.
Do it.
I'm actually going to do that.
I believe it.
You'd be able to do it time-wise and that?
100%. Like the Bronx game will finish at about 6:30. And what time's the Lions start? It's like 7:30, you said, Brad.
Yeah, that's okay though. You'll just get in your chopper and fly across the top. That's no disaster. the rest of the faithful might, and that's where the Brisbane Lions should actually and Gold Coast should get together and say, okay, let's get involved with one of the bus companies and get everyone who wants to go from this game straight to the get them straight to the Gabba and load them in, because you're right, the Panthers Broncos is a huge game as well, especially with how bad the Panthers are going at the moment. So a huge opportunity for the Broncos here and then get across town. So it's a great time to be in Brisbane, that's for sure.
You know what I'm excited about? The Formula One.
Oh, how good's this?
I am obsessed. My eldest son is obsessed. Piastri is just kicking goals.
Incredible, isn't it?
This could be his third win in a row.
It's so good. It's so good. Look, my son races cars, so we're right well and truly entrenched in this world. It's really cool, and so we're all over it as well. And it's great, isn't it? It's sort of like Drive to Survive and all that has absolutely got F1 to huge. The following's massive. The F1 this year in Melbourne was off the charts in the amount of people that went through the gate just to watch it live. So it was full on. It's great to see that Oscar's absolutely flying. He's the number one man now at McLaren. So it'll be based on qualifying results, and if he qualifies first, then Lando will have to let him go. So
how good is it?
It's the moment.
It's so good. And Jack Doohan's there too. Mick Doohan's son.
He is, and we need to get him in the points now as well. That's the key for Jack. He hasn't gotten the points yet, so hopefully as the year goes on, he sort of gets his Alpine car with a bit of luck and gets in some points.
Let's hope so.
Oh, lovely to meet you, mate. Thank you for coming on and bringing us up to date with everything.
Brad's a legend.
We love him. Yeah, I don't think we've had him on before.
I don't think we have either.
It's been awesome, guys. Thanks very much. Enjoy the footy. It's going to be massive, and stay safe, everyone in Queensland this weekend.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I voted yesterday.
Well done, you.
Yes. Yeah, I pulled up actually at Archie's footy trainer at Runaway Bay, and I went, ooh, the pre-polling's right next door. Like
Don't
right
you
now.
love it when that happens?
And I'm going to get this out of the way right now. Mm-hmm. And there was a fair queue there. Like, I think everyone's becoming early voters.
I went day one on Tuesday last week, and it was 1:30, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And so, you're missing all that sort of school traffic and stuff, people at work. It was still chockers.
Yeah, I was there just after 4, and it was still pretty...
When would be the best time to go?
I don't know, and I'm hesitant to have this conversation because I'm going to go today, but I think people are catching on. Again, yesterday, I actually text my local member. Just because I know them.
He wouldn't be busy on election week.
She was busy. She was just flying back to Canberra, but she said there was a massive lineup.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll go tomorrow.
I reckon
tomorrow's going to be
now.
worse. I know. Which is great. I guess it spreads it out.
Yeah.
But still, it's...
But you're queuing up and you're not getting a sausage.
No, there was no sausage.
No sausage. It's not in the pre-polling.
But so many people, like you're saying, with the leaflets as you walk in, and you're like, man, this is just, what was it, yesterday, Monday?
Mm-hmm. And the other thing
it's not till Saturday.
With the federal election, I'm sort of in a city, Ascot, Clayfield sort of area. For me, I've got to go either to Geebung or... it's a 20-minute drive to my closest pre-polling
So this
station.
is the one commute you ever have to do?
Yeah, this is the furthest I'll go in my Cars for Us car.
Yeah.
Well, I ever drive it.
The other thing is, I don't know whether you they must have to ask you, because she asked, the lady asked me
Are you Luke?
No, they never ask for ID. Like, they just take your word.
What is that? I don't know how that
So I
works.
go in and she goes, the first question was, she said to me, do you have a valid reason for pre-voting or whatever? And in my head, I went, well, define valid.
Is that what they asked you?
Yeah, but I just went, yes, I do.
And what did you...
No, I didn't have to give a reason. I just had to state that, yes, I do have a valid reason.
Oh, what a great line of questioning.
Come off the cracker.
So I went, yes, I do. And then she asked me my name and she asked me my address. And then that was it.
What's that, Liam?
She gives you a sheet of paper. There's a sheet of paper coming, guys.
I'm going to say, I have a job which requires a particular set of skills. Yeah. Is that it? Yes, that's what I'm going to say. That's my answer today. I have a job. I have an
Record that.
I have an occupation that requires a certain... What is it?
So yeah, so a particular skill set.
A particular skill set.
And you're
Just leave it at that.
impersonating Liam Neeson there, but you're doing it with an American accent. It's like the worst.
What is he,
Liam
Irish?
Neeson
Okay, I'll do Irish when I get there. Anyway.
You're
yeah.
talking about the big piece of
So
paper.
you get two sheets
Senate.
of paper. You get the House of Reps, little green paper.
So what's that one? That's just
you got to
five
go
of them.
1 to 9, and you got to fill in every box.
And
So
did
there
you
must
do
be
that?
9 candidates.
Yes, you did.
I did my civil duty.
Yeah.
And then the other one is this sheet of paper. It's got to be over a metre long.
Yep.
And it's got like 49 candidates or something, doesn't it?
And she says to you, she goes, now you can either fill in a minimum of 6 boxes at the top, or if you want to go under the line, you can fill out from 1 to 49 or whatever it was. And I was like, wow, I don't think that's going to be.
How many people are doing the 1 to 49?
And how many people are checking them? Like if you're filling out that 1 to 49 and you're going, what difference is there between 36 and 37 at that point if you're giving it? And who's actually checking all of that?
So what difference does that make? How do they even equate that?
I don't know how it works, mate.
I imagine being the vote counter
Is it
and
the scrutiny or what?
getting one where they've done under the line. Just go, oh, bloody hell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you actually sit there and that'd take 10 minutes to do one person? Like, how would they possibly do that?
Easily it would take over 10 minutes.
Because you have
for
to
one
put them in a
person to
different
be able
box,
to do it.
don't you?
Yeah, then you've got to put them in the 2 separate boxes. And I'm in Moncrief, so I had to make sure that I put that in the right box.
Do you ever pretend when you're putting it in the box that you're the Prime Minister and like it's a photo opportunity? I do that every time. And there he goes. And there he goes now, putting in is in the box, the most important man in the world.
I usually run because for some reason I always feel guilty that
You've done it wrong.
or that I've voted for someone that I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Do you fold your vote? That was the thing because I didn't fold my green one. And I was putting it in. I could see the person behind me could see what I've done here. So I did flip it around. I mean, God forbid someone finds out how Voodoo voted on the House of Reps.
That could change everything. The other thing I've heard from someone that voted yesterday was that they're more aggressive than ever, the walk-in. You know, where you've got people coming at you with the voting things.
Oh, telling you who to vote for.
People are saying that this year, well, for this election specifically, there's a bit of a crossband from the red party to the blue party, for, whatever. Having a crack at each other. Like, don't vote for that lunatic. How much is your mortgage? That'll go up if you vote. They're actually cracking at each other. Like aggressively.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I think that's
like
because.
it's like you're at a UFC. Like you know.
Did you video that or just get a selfie?
It wasn't
when you
me.
put your...
It wasn't me, but it was just a friend of mine told me that yesterday.
Oh, right.
And the other observation too is some of these parties. It's impossible to know who they all are, but the ones that that might be like a Freedom United Party or something that's pretty broad, but then there's very specific ones that's like, this is the only thing that matters. Legalise marijuana.
Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Well, we were wondering if the PM was going to join us. We went, we'll just rock on without him. But, as promised, it was told to us exactly 6 minutes ago. Prime Minister's 6 minutes away.
I keep commitments.
Oh, my, you just came in. You're
Here
like
I
Luttsy
am.
arrives for work every day like that. He just turns up out of
I learned off him.
We were tracking you like an Uber Eats.
Excellent.
How you doing? Welcome to Brisbane.
Oh, it's a beautiful day here, I've got to say.
It's a
I was up early
cracking
this
day.
morning.
Well,
It's gorgeous over the gardens there.
We're hoping this weather hangs on till Magic Round.
Magic Round. South Nights, 3
p.m.
o'clock.
Sunday, election day.
3 o'clock, it's on.
How are you even going to be able to watch your beloved Rabbitohs?
Yeah, you shot yourself in the foot.
Mate, you can vote today.
Well,
vote tomorrow.
You voted yesterday.
See, exactly.
Yesterday.
Vote early, vote often.
Yep, I got vote early, vote often.
Do you have to vote on Saturday?
I can vote whenever I like, but I am voting on Saturday because I'll be back in my electorate going to one of the local boos.
Who are you leaning towards at the moment?
I'm kind of, as Paul Keating once said, back self-interest, you know it's trying.
Right, okay.
Now, a lot of people are wanting to know what you stand for at the moment, so I thought we'd have a bit of a fun quiz.
Easy.
Like rapid-fire questions that people want answered. Well, I need 1 or 2 word answers.
Okay.
Some of them are fun, some of them are hard-hitting. Are you ready?
Ready to go.
Okay, time is ready.
Yep. How long is it? 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Yep. Here we go. Albo, who are we better friends with, China or America?
Both.
Good answer. Do you think Robert Irwin will win Dancing with the Stars?
Hope so.
Should we be worried that the Chinese warship did a full donut around Australia?
No, we do. We're in their turf all the time.
Okay. Who's hotter? Which Hemsworth, Chris or Liam?
Oh, you know, I'm not going to out myself on Nova FM.
You're not going to go both?
Okay, I'll take both. Will dental ever be part of Medicare?
Oh, hope so, but not immediately.
Well, we got some work to do. Will power get cheaper?
I certainly hope so as well.
Okay.
Certainly, if you go the nuclear road, it won't. 600 billion.
Well, okay, that's
You gotta pay
a
for
lot.
it.
But I've got one more very important question.
Quickly.
Who will win the state of origin, New South Wales or Queensland?
I have to be delicate here and say that I hope that New South Wales win. Sorry. Here I am in Queensland.
It's
I
kind
can
of
feel
origin.
those boat chickens.
Well, it's built on state passion, isn't it?
You got to go for Lottie. And I love Queensland 365 days a year and 362 nights.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Nice.
That is a good answer.
So what are
And here you go. Here's a positive one on all
Yes.
of that, because I did a podcast at the Caxton
What, you do
Hotel
other-
recently.
You haven't done our podcast with Chris Jones yet, toward the games. Brisbane.
Mate, your podcast is fantastic.
Thank you.
Towards the games.
Thank you. I appreciate
2032.
Yeah.
Big supporter of the Olympic Games,
You
as
listen
you
to
know.
his body.
that. I love that.
Do you watch Bush Barbie on YouTube?
It's great. No, I don't know about Bush Barbie. Who's Bush Barbie?
He's got to be the...
What's going on?
Yes, Elmo!
You need to get on
Bush
to
Barbie.
Yeah,
You've made Lutsy's day and offended Nikki all in one sentence.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry,
all right.
Nikki. And we
Google it.
just met each other.
No, I know. It's all right. Don't worry. Once you discover
Susie
Bush
and
Barbie,
I
you'll
were
be
great
hooked.
friends.
Oh, that makes me feel way better.
He's doubling down. I love this.
I haven't voted yet, Albo. Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
Albo, sorry, Mr. Prime Minister, I should say that with respect. But,
Albo's fine, mate.
But I know that when speaking Olympics, more people are coming to Queensland than ever, and particularly southeast Queensland. I know you're up here with the housing sort of situation at the moment. It's a real issue for Brisbane.
Yeah, we've got to build more.
The ability to keep Brisbane, the charm and the magic that is Brisbane, than what we are at the moment, as the population grows, is going to be probably our biggest problem over the next decade leading towards the Olympics. Agree?
Look, we need more houses, including here in Brisbane. We need appropriate development. You do need to have, I think, more medium density housing where it works. But the thing about Queensland, of course, is it's the most regional of states as well. And that expansion of the Sunny Coast, Gold Coast, the hinterland is just fabulous. Why wouldn't you want to live in Queensland? Heaps of my friends, I've got a cousin, well, I've got a few cousins here. I've got a cousin at Wynnum there. I've got cousins all up here who've moved up because they like the lifestyle.
Yeah, brilliant.
And
So that's $2 billion. Is that what you're putting towards?
We're doing
the
more than
extra
that.
housing?
43 billion.
That's a bigger number.
But $2 billion of it is just grants, loans for state governments as well, as
gotcha.
part of our support for first home owners to get 100,000 homes, 5% deposit. That will make an enormous difference. Got to boost supply.
Yeah, I need my kids to feel like they can buy a house someday.
Exactly. It's really important.
Now, this is a question from my mum. I just want to ask
Yeah,
you as well.
mums are important. I agree with whatever your mum says.
Oh, I'm
You
nervous.
Say
wait,
that
you wait,
in
see what the
advance.
question is.
She's a fan, but she said, don't forget to ask Elbo if he and Jodie are preparing for a spring wedding. She has been very patient.
Oh, mate, well,
This is probably the toughest question you'll get asked today, period.
It is. We certainly are. We haven't done anything about it yet.
Right.
Besides, Toto will be the ring bearer.
That'd be cute, actually.
That's the extent of the planning. We've been a bit busy, but we did.
And hopefully you'll continue to be too busy for the wedding.
Yeah,
No,
well, that's
no.
no.
Priorities, right?
No, I reckon people will accept that it's okay. We got engaged on Valentine's Day last year, and we did have this thought at one stage that what we should do was to get married on Valentine's Day this year, and that we just walk around with wedding rings on and just wait for some journalist to go, "What's that on your finger?" But then we thought they'd lose their mind.
Yeah.
So why didn't you tell us? Why is it a secret?
That'd be
There'd be
worse-
more
worse than a mother.
conspiracy theories out there.
But it's still coming.
It's certainly coming, and the part of the dilemma here is I have very little family. I've got my son, who's my only really tight, close relative. Jodie has thousands.
Yeah, right. That's an expensive wedding.
Her grandmother has something like 37 grandchildren. So there's
So what's the problem? The wedding.
There's cousins everywhere. Her Jodie's list.
It'll be 500 people minimum.
Jodie's list.
All on one side.
All on one side of the church. So
like a Meghan Markle situation.
There's 4 people on your side of the church
right.
and over the other side. It's ridiculous.
And if I don't win the election, I'll have less friends.
So it's all.
When do you reckon you'll know on Saturday?
Yeah.
Like when do you reckon? Like what do you reckon?
Because you're polling well.
Yeah, but you can't take it for granted. We were polling well in 2019 too, so we're not taking anything for granted.
Do you bunker down? Well, like, what's the plan Saturday night? You go into a hotel somewhere.
Saturday night,
Yep.
I'll go. We've got the party venue that's at a local club in my electorate, but we'll watch it just a small group of us. I think we've got 7 or 8. Jodie, my son Nathan, a couple of my staff, one of my colleagues. We've really limited it because if it goes well, then that's great.
Yeah, it's great, but if not...
If it doesn't go well, it's a pretty miserable old night.
No, you kind of down the dom a lot faster.
So, but we'll head off to the club at some stage. Hopefully, Peter Dutton will ring me rather than me ring him.
Is that what happens?
That's the protocol is that the person who's not successful rings the person who is successful.
Do you have each other's
and
mobiles?
Congratulates you. Yeah. we talk all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just all media bust up that's
No,
going on?
I don't take it personally. I just think we have very different views of the world. Mm-hmm. And
Like, how often do you communicate? Like, you text each other? Or?
yeah, we
you
text and we chat. And we
They send tweets.
Have you ever texted him by mistake?
sometimes I say, are you available? Call me if things are happening. It's important. Some things are about the national interest, the security issues, so we'll chat about that. He'll come round to the office. Me and my predecessor, Scott Morrison, I think I went into his office in Parliament House on the first day Parliament got sworn in, and that was the last time I went inside his office.
Really?
Yeah, never got an invite. Yeah, no. So, that's life. I have a different view, which is that courtesy costs you nothing, good manners cost you nothing. So I will often tell him things that I don't necessarily have to, but I think it's the right thing to do. And, we try to get as much coming together as possible, but we have very different views this election, 20% off student debt under us, more debt for students under them, tax cuts under us, tax increases under them, more money for housing under us, less under them and cuts. And we want renewables backed by gas and batteries and hydro, and they want nuclear. So, and I don't know how they're going to pay for the $600 billion, and that's the problem. So we have very different, there's a real choice at this election between the two sides, but we'll respect whatever the Australian people decide.
Can you make a policy promise that the Rabbitohs will make the 8?
Oh, mate, I wish I could.
What are they,
Can you
4
change
and
the
4?
spate of sin bins in the NRL?
Oh, yeah,
Can
come
you do
on.
something about
Can
that?
you speak to Volandis?
Oh, no, it's ridiculous.
Please.
I agree, and some of them are just a bit rough. I mean, what was Latrell Mitchell supposed to do when a guy's falling into him?
But make
and he's out for a week.
Yeah. I think he is gone
Yeah.
for the week. He's not going to be there
It's
against
just
Newcastle.
ridiculous.
All right,
The
we'll do
PM
something
has
about that
spoken.
first port of call
Rugby
on
league.
Saturday. Acceptance speech,
The league.
phone call from Peter, acceptance speech, and then
Well-
get on the phone to
well, we've-
Peter Volandis and sort out this
And,
situation.
and then watch Bush Barbie videos on YouTube.
Oh, well,
After my podcast.
after the podcast.
On your day off on Sunday when you won the election.
Okay. All,
We've
all
got you all
good.
sorted.
He's not going to
All
watch
good.
Bush Barbie. You can tell by his body language.
No, but everyone
I
else
don't know.
in the room
I don't know
might.
what Bush Barbie is, but I'm somewhat concerned about things that come to mind.
Thanks, PM.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, it just popped up on the TV a second ago. There were these two kids who were heroes who did a beach rescue. That's all I know. But Luttsy and I both clocked the haircuts because there is a thing at the moment.
I know where you're going with. Yes.
Where all teenagers have alpaca haircuts. It's either alpaca or broccoli.
You know what it is? And I'll
Is it called? Is that the definition for it?
I'll
Parents call it that.
I'll tell you what I'll call it, because I was at the National Athletics Championships in Perth, whenever that was, 2 weeks ago, and it was the under-20s. You know, well, the lead-up was school-age kids, basically, under-13s, 14s, 15s, 16s, under-20s, and then opens. I would say 80% of the boys/young men that I saw at the National Athletics Championships, what I call it is, I feel like, and I said this to Elle Stevenson, we're sitting on the hill watching, I said, I feel like there's 2,000 Benson Boones.
Yes. It's Benson Boone head.
Like, it looks.
It's Benson Boone
It was
head.
like a Benson Boone conference, or
Yeah.
You can talk.
Lincoln Lewis. What's Link go to? He goes to bloody Comic Con.
Yeah, Supernova and
It was
stuff.
like-
but it was
like that, but for Benson Boone.
Yeah, but you grew the Benson Boone moustache.
Well, I'm not saying anything against it. It's just an observation.
No.
It's like every single kid looks like Benson Boone.
Do you want to know? Do you know why?
Why?
This
I
is
do.
the only long haircut they can legally have at private schools. So the rules are your hair can't go beyond your ears, so it can't touch your ears.
So you got to be able to see your ears.
And it can't, and you can't touch your collar. So they're putting all the volume up top, and they're getting like a light fade on the side.
But it looks like because it's got that sort of mullet look to it, like that sort of 70s type vibe.
It's like a Malay fro.
And the other thing that they do is
the youth.
is then shave the sides.
Yeah,
They go
yeah.
one, and Archie will do that too. He'll just grab the things and just go one on the side, and it's just like just gives you that.
Is Archie doing it? That sort of look?
Yeah, he is.
So I'm
Yeah.
starting to think
Yeah.
the schools might start to change their rules and regulations, because this is the kids' loophole, and they all look like, broccoli. And, I think sometimes maybe a little bit of hair over the ears, a little bit of length, might look a little more classy, perhaps.
Yeah, but not according to schools.
Yeah.
No, but
No,
that's
look
what
is
happens
in.
with
That's
loophole.
a definite vibe. I was at the boys' footy training last night. I'm noticing that now that everyone
And it's
kind
every
is all
code
the
of football.
same. Yes.
Like, it's not as if, like, sometimes leagues have been known for the mullets, and there's been different areas. Nah, across and it's not just kids. You look at professional, like the AFL and NRL in particular.
So what
they've
name-
all got it.
So what name are we going to give it? I feel like we
I
should
like-
name
For me,
it.
it's the Benson Boone.
I like Benson Boone head. I like that.
Benson Boone head?
Yeah, well, that's just what it is.
A BB head.
Yeah.
Benson Boone
What do you
head.
call it? Alpaca.
And the alpaca.
The alpaca. I get it. You
Yeah.
get it.
Benson Boone head. I don't know. It's a work in progress.
But or is there a name for the kids are using? If you know any,
Well,
got any intel 13-24 team? Because
yeah,
it's been
call us,
God,
let
I've been
us
to school.
know if
It's
it's-
been over a decade since I've been at school.
I mean, we go to the Mad
a lot longer
Barbers.
for these guys.
We go to the Mad Barbers on the Sunshine Coast, and there must be a name for it, because kids must just walk in and say, "I want the
Yeah.
Benson, yeah, well,
Or
that's
Benson
what I'm saying.
Boone head or
Whatever it is.
whatever.
What is
Benson
it?
Boone.
What is
Yeah,
it?
what do you ask
It
for?
used to be I want the Macklemore, but now it's the I want the
Luttsy used to
Benson
get the
Boone
flat
head.
top.
Well, I should
Luttsy-
try to get the flat top, but I couldn't because I.
What? So you're like a stable table?
Yeah, literally, that's what the look was for. But it's been happening for years. Mum just said Johnny got banned from Nudgy at one point because of his crew cut.
Oh, Johnny got banned
Yeah,
from
from
Diddy.
Nudgy. They wouldn't let him in the photos. And that was in 1959.
Did
The crew cut,
Did-
which I think is just a short one, isn't it?
I don't know. I
Crew
didn't
cut?
see it.
Oh, the crew-
I didn't go to Nudgy.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, what I'm saying is this has been a problem over the years. Well, I guess it's just hair trends,
Look,
right?
I think we might actually know what it is.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, my personal preference for the haircut that all the kids are having, the boys
The
are
boys,
having
yes.
these days, is Benson Boone head.
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue.
That's pretty funny.
It works for me. Alpaca is another suggestion. I can roll with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what is it actually called?
Well, we put it out to the people, and the people have responded. We've got George and his mum. Can you explain?
Who we talk? Is it the mum or George? Who's going to explain it?
We're both in the car on the way to school.
Okay, great.
All right, so what is it?
So, like, the one that looks a bit like an alpaca,
Yeah.
that could be a burst fade or, like, a modern mullet.
First fade.
A burst.
Because it bursts out of their
Burst.
head, but then it
Right.
fades.
Yeah,
Yes.
burst fade.
Okay, that makes sense.
What? And is,
And
that,
then-
is that a term too, George? Sorry, mate. The modern mullet. Like if you walked into if we walked into Bowie, Luttsy, you went to Bowie's
Yeah.
yesterday. If you walked
Yep,
in and
Bows
said
for
to
men.
Bowie, I want a modern mullet, is that what it would be?
Well, we'll have to ask Bowie. Maybe we
Yeah,
can get
pretty
him on.
much.
Yeah,
okay.
All right.
Yep.
Cheers, mate.
And
Excellent.
Luke from Wakeley. What are you? You're 14. Have you got one, Luke?
Yeah.
And what do you
no,
call
well,
it?
I've got a different haircut, yeah.
Oh, you're a different one, but
What do
what's
you-
it called?
Yeah, what do you got?
I've got a taper.
You got a taper.
Oh, you got a taper.
But what's the one we're talking about? How would you classify that?
It's like it's like called a modern mullet.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
well,
is that
that's what the old bloke said.
Is
George.
that modern mullet.
is that the word around D block? Is that what they're all calling it out on
Yeah.
campus? Yeah, the modern mullet.
So, but you haven't got a
Why
modern
haven't you
mullet.
got
You
it?
got a tapered fade. How come you went for the tapered fade, and not the modern mullet?
It's
up with
just
that?
more of a cleaner look, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke's slick, and
Yeah.
also you can fit your hat over your head. Am I right, Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Luke, with the ladies, what would you say? Like the kids that are picking up the hottest girls and everything, are they going
Or the smartest.
or whatever?
Or the most charismatic.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, the good ones. What haircut would get the good ones?
Probably a taper.
There we
Yeah,
go.
my boy.
That's
Look
why
out,
Luke. That
Luke.
boy. That's why Luke's got the tapered
Hey,
fade,
that's
and
what
not the
we're
modern mullet.
You go, Luke.
All right, Luke, get to school. Oh, and then we've got your barber on the phone.
So Bows for Men, Simon Bow, who
This is the official.
this is the official word right now. So Bowie, good morning to you. You've just heard that.
Morning, Lutz.
So what? I mean, and you get I've been in there. A lot of kids come in. Obviously, a lot of the cool kids come in and get their haircut from you. What are they asking for around this?
They know exactly what they want now, but they go, it's a blowout taper or a burst fade, which is, when they were asking for it, I wouldn't even know what those names were back a few months ago.
So do they have photos? Like, if they bring in, do they have photos of people that
Benson
they want to look
Boone.
like?
They come in Benson Boone pics.
Benson Boone comes out. That's probably the first one, or they'll just literally pull something up on TikTok and show me something.
Turn
and
me into
basically
this.
tell-
Turn me into this.
Is that
Bowie.
right? Like TikTok?
Mate, they'll basically tell me like what tools I need to use as well. It's bizarre.
Oh my
It's
god!
bizarre.
So what's the difference then? Like a blowout taper to a burst fade? Is it like that kid just before said blowout taper's cleaner? Is that what you'd
A
say?
blowout taper is like they'll do your sideburns like short and then right at the back and leave it like one of these sort of beetle cuts. And then the burst fade is where it goes all the way around short. And then sort of
Okay. So you've either got
more like a mullet, like a mohawk.
more
mullet
like a
type.
skunk
Yeah, okay.
kind of
Yeah.
line of hair.
That's what you'd
Yeah.
call the alpaca.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what you
it.
call
That's
the
the
alpaca?
alpaca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This blows my mind.
It's
Well, it's a
bizarre.
totally different haircut.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I just got a text saying the PM just said he thinks you're a legend.
He's from who?
Buzz.
How does Buzz? Oh, did Buzz talk to the PM?
Yeah.
Or was it just some
I-
random?
So you're
going?
back on Elway because it sounds like you went off him a bit when he didn't know who Bush Barbie was.
Yeah. but now
then
he's
the-
back.
then the Susie
he's back
mention when
on.
he
I
doubled-
know, then Susie.
I had people say, "What about the Susie mention?" Texted me. I was like,
It's just seen your face.
It was like he was
Your face
trolling
just
me
dropped.
in real life.
Can we get a face? Can we'll get that, Nick.
Yeah. The hurt.
What about Nick? Can we mention? Can we address
Nick,
what about Nick from our
where's
team?
Nick,
No, all Nick. We
Nick
go to
wins.
get the photo after. Did anybody notice
I
that,
didn't
or was
notice
it just
this.
me? Okay, well, and we go out there and we do this gimmick where we act like the guest.
Well, he actually took. He actually took it.
Where the guest takes a selfie and we all jump in, and that has become like our little thing.
Yeah,
this
how we
year.
do it. Yeah.
Nick said.
Know it all, Nick. This is know it all, Nick.
Nick said to the Prime Minister, he goes, and Peter, I might get you to take a photo.
He called him Peter Dutton.
He didn't call him Peter Dutton. He
No,
just-
but
he
that's
just
what
called
was in his head.
He called him Peter, and we all politely just ignored it. I was just like, I just looked down at the ground. I went, I'm just not going to pay attention.
Imagine Elbow went him like shirt
I-
front of him.
I missed
What?
it.
What do you say?
And Nick's missed
Did you
it
know
too.
that, Nick?
No, Nick's just walked in.
Nick
and
just walked in, he doesn't even know.
You called Elbow. You called him Peter when you passed him the phone.
I called him PM.
Oh, he thought you called him.
Jeez, you're lucky. It would have been love lost between you two.
Is this real love? Australia's most successful love show is here. Real Love is Farmer Wants a Wife. Monday 7:30 on 7.
Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne's 1K Love Connection.
Oof. I mean, if we would have asked Nick and Albert, maybe wouldn't even know their names. That's okay, but PM gets him across the line. But we've got a couple on the line, and they have to prove how much they know, remember about each other, remember about their relationship. $200 for every correct answer on their way up to winning potential $1,000, which is how we kicked it off yesterday. We had 5 out of 5. It's all thanks to our mates at Farmer Wants a Wife. Yeah, it was great. We've got Janelle and Zach that are on the line.
Now, what's the dealio, Janelle? You guys, you're married, long time
engaged.
Oh, you're engaged.
We're engaged.
Same as the PM. How long have you been engaged for?
I think it's 6 years this year.
Oh, 6 years. It's even longer than the PM.
Oh,
yeah, it's been a while.
Are you going to whack him over the back of the head and say, oi, when are we going to walk down the aisle?
Quick sticks. Let's go.
I've been married before, so to me it's just a piece of paper, and he kind of feels the same, even though he's not been married.
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
Maybe one day we'll get there. One day.
It's still, you know, we want prenup.
no rush.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, you still own at least half of him.
18 years.
That's it.
18 years. Yo, one of your kids got you for 18 years.
Sorry, they think they're rappers, Janelle.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I have many boys in my home. I know what it's like.
Okay, so Janelle, where are you right now and where is Zach right now? Because we're going to make sure you're separate so we can do
We're
the quiz
definitely separate.
Yeah, where
I'm in the ring bar at home, and he's at work in North Lakes. So
Okay, but he's
definitely
not,
separate.
He's not listening to the radio. He's going to be kept on the phone with Alicia.
No, he's been
Alicia,
otherwise.
hop on the phone with old mate Zach.
What do you say? He's otherwise, what's that word?
Disposed.
Predisposed.
Predisposed.
Is it?
I would imagine, yeah.
Seconded.
So sequestered.
That's
He's sequestered.
right, he's sequestered.
Yes.
He's otherwise.
Talking with someone backstage.
Okay. All right, Janelle. Are you ready for the questions?
Yes.
Take it away, Ash.
Oh, okay.
That was a build-up. It's like we're playing Mastermind.
Who said I love you first?
Zach did.
All right, we got Zach for that one. Now, what was the first movie that you watched together?
Oh, God.
That's a tough
That's
one.
a tough
That
one.
is tough.
Oh, jeez. That's a long time to think back.
Usually I'm actually in the movie with
Can't
my
we
partners.
change it to what's your favourite movie together? Wouldn't that be better?
Well, I don't know.
Instead of a
These
memory,
are the
more of a
questions.
I
familiarity?
can't remember 12 years back,
Okay, well-
Ash. That's a long time.
Okay,
Well,
so
what's
you
your
can't remember.
favourite-
Can't
what's your
remember.
favourite movie?
No, we can't change
No, I'm
it.
changing it. I'm changing it.
No.
Favorite movie would probably be one of the Marvel movies. We like most of them, so I'll go with a Marvel movie.
Okay, so now you got
What's your favourite movie? Some Marvel movie.
So now you got to ask him the same question.
Who is the better chef?
Zach.
Okay, you're conceding that one, Zach. Who's more likely to get lost out of you two?
Me. Definitely me.
And how did you
Yeah.
guys meet?
Through where I was living at the time with my ex-husband. He had friends next door. So, yeah, we met
next
through...
door neighbour.
He was the neighbour.
He was the
No,
neighbour?
he wasn't the neighbour. He was a friend of the neighbour.
Oh,
so
right.
we became friends before anything happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what always happens.
So the neighbour kind of made the intro.
That's what we'll say.
Yeah, I guess. Or, well, he introduced himself just saying, hey, I'm
when
Zach.
good
So.
neighbours become good friends.
I'll be interested to hear Zach's take on how when they first met.
All right, well, you hang on there, Janelle. Let's bring this bloke back from the talking to one of the producers. Who were you on the phone with, Zach? Did you get Lockie? Was he telling you old soccer stories, or what was he? What was he talking about off air? Zach. Yep.
No, I didn't speak to Lockie. I spoke to Alicia.
Oh, okay.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
That was so loaded.
Talking Wigan, the top 5 wonders of Wigan.
The top 5 reasons to travel to Wigan.
Chief Wigan.
We're doing that tomorrow, by the way.
All right, now, Zach, $200 for every question you get correct here. Who said I love you first?
Me.
That's correct.
Correct.
$200.
That's a bold move. Yeah. $200.
When you know, you know.
What's your favourite movie to share together?
Oh crap!
No, what's her favourite movie?
favourite
What's her
movie?
favourite movie?
Oh,
Or movie franchise?
Oh.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I'm trying to help you there. Throw something out there, mate.
Let's say Fast and Furious. I know it's wrong.
Okay, Fast and Furious. Okay,
that is wrong.
That really does feel like Zach's favourite movie.
No, she loves the Marvel, apparently, the Marvel universe.
Oh, yeah. That would have been probably the second choice.
Right,
Damn
so
it.
we're still on $200.
You've still got 200. Now, who's the better chef out of you two? And don't lie like you do. Who's the better chef?
I would say me.
Yeah.
She said that too.
Correct.
$400.
400. Who's more likely to get lost? Her, Janelle. Yep, that's correct.
Yeah.
She said that as well. So it's 600.
I think he said, he was thinking still.
No, mate.
I'll go to her.
I got it cut out. I missed everything.
And then how did you and Janelle meet?
Through a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
More detail?
Well, through how we met the first time when I was naked at her door.
She didn't mention that, but
No.
no, yeah.
Are you the
So
milkman?
You were naked at the door?
Yeah, I was like neighbours, friends, and
There we
drinking,
go.
and then I was just knocked on the door naked.
Yeah. Just as a joke, or
Hey,
as a joke, or what?
you're young and dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you just
It
rocked,
worked.
you rocked around to her house. She definitely didn't mention any of this, mate. She said,
No.
But
We need the cone of silence back.
"What? You rocked around naked, then knock
It
on
was
the
a
door."
group of us. There was probably like 3 or 4 of us running around naked, and then I'm not sure how it ended up, but yeah, I ended up at a door naked.
How good's this? Where are these parties?
Oh,
Well,
well,
that's-
how much
that's
did
what
she?
she- that's
how
what she
much
said,
did
though.
Well, she's kind of said that, but how much did
Well,
she
she
tone
did.
it down?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she didn't mention
Yeah, that's
that.
oh, not the
He rocked around
Not
with the
the
tackle
naked.
out.
not the helicopter.
Yeah, he's giving it the helicopter.
Fantastic. So what's that? $800?
Yeah,
$800.
Well done.
I hit the
done.
dog.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, awesome.
And well done, Janelle, as well. That's pretty strong.
Thank you. Yeah, so I left that out for a reason, guys.
You did well. You were protecting him.
Well, he must have had merchandise that you liked, so, you know, I think he was proud.
No comment.
It's ancient history now, guys. Well done to both of you.
Thank you.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.